Hello everyone and welcome back to this final and special episode of The Midnight Walk. We've completed the game in the last episode, but we still have some collectibles to find, and this is where we're going to set off. So, we're going to return to Housey and check out what's missing. Yeah, Mr. Potty is with us as well. So let's go to Housey and see what we can find. Alright, so let's make a quick recap. I think we have everything here. 4 out of 4. 3 out of 3. 5 out of 5. 25 out of 25. So we have everything here. We're missing stuff here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing. Tale of the Loathsome Mulgrim. Okay. So 1's missing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2. The Tale of the Craftsman's Heart. So we're going to return to those 2 levels. 13, 14, 15. Okay, so those 2 are the only ones missing for these story pages. And then we'll watch the entire story from beginning to end. As like a final thingy. Okay, let's quickly check this out. 2 out of 2. 3 out of 3. And 2 out of 2. Okay, we have everything here. These are all completed. Yeah, we're done with these. Okay, and the final thing are these records. Let's see. Finals, yeah. Everything good so far. Yes, this looks nice, but we're still... Yeah, Tale of the Moon Mountain. So the final level. 1's missing. 16 out of 17. And we have the last one. The last 2. Okay, so 2 missing. 1's missing. Tale of Moon Mountain. Okay, so we have to go to the Tale of the Mulgrim. We'll have to go to the Tale of the Craftsman's Heart and to the Tale of the Moon Mountain. Okay, let's jump back. Story, chapter select. So, Tale of the Loathsome Mulgrim. I don't know how far we can actually go. Yes, progress will be lost, but that's fine. Alright, so I'll pause here and I'll see you guys as soon as we're at the spot where this story page is located. See you in a bit. So, we are here in this area where we have to avoid the Mulgrim. And guess what I found? Yep. And you might recognize that's the cauldron we have to light. And we can go 3 ways. This is the first way we're actually going. And this is exactly the way where we're supposed to go. But I can hear the Mulgrim is chasing us, so we might have to quickly get into a burrow. There's one, let's get in. Yep. Where's the Mulgrim? Where is it? Can't be far. Okay. Yep. So, this was also, as far as I recall, the first spot we were heading the last time. So we have to go this way. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way up here. You might recall this one. And we have to put Mr. Potty over there. He will open this up for us, and then we can light this one. Come on, light it up, light it up. Now the platform will come up. Exactly. And I don't know why, but check this out. I don't know why I missed this, but I did. Number 4 out of 15. Alright, so we have this one. I really can't explain why we missed it, but we did. So yeah, let's skip to the next one and I'll see you there. In, what's it called? The Craftsman's Tale. See you there. Yeah guys, we're here at the Craftsman. It's the first time we actually meet the Moonbird here with the Craftsman. And I took a look around. I checked the level entirely beforehand and couldn't find anything. But look at this. How sneaky is this? How sneaky is this, guys? Who took the sun away? Collect the complete story of the Murkle. Okay, so we have this. That was the achievement for it. But there's one more thing I want to try. And that says it's an achievement. And it says that you're supposed to throw a matchstick into a grinner's face. So let's try to do that quickly. I'll skip ahead, and as soon as we meet the right conditions, I'll get you back in again. Alright everyone, so we're here underground, the first time we actually get down here, and here's a grinner. What we're gonna do is gonna shoot its face, and that's how you get the trophy. But you have to shoot it at the right moment, in the moment it opens its face. And the moment it screams. Yep, that was it. Have you seen it? It didn't chase me down, but it escaped. So yeah, I'll see you with the last collectible. Alright guys, so we're here where Potty actually is going to light How's he on fire? We're gonna revive the situation because I didn't watch the last time, so we'll see how it actually happens. Yeah, he's playing, enjoying himself, and one little match caught it. Okay. Look at his face. What did I do? This is not very nice. Yeah. Remember the drama? But we know that Housie survived because Housie is more than just a shell. It's the whole thing. Yep, look at him. Look at him! So nasty, little boy. Alright, okay, so let's get the last one. I actually replayed the level because I wanted to show you this, and yeah, I've found it before. Unbelievable again, look at this. It's not that difficult to find. Oh, okay. We have to, let's skip the scene with Potboy. Yeah, you remember this is where he lost his head plate, and we have to go down there, and it's just right here. It's just right here in the dark. I don't know why I didn't see this, but here we are. Et skalda himmelen om natten. Are you asleep? Nah, me neither. I think it's starry outside. And the moon, we were awake for a long time. The others too. Those who only almost excited lived inside us. In the end, only they were awake. Alright guys, so we have everything. I just got the achievement as well. We have everything, so let's go into Housie and check out the videos. Let's visit them, yeah. Okay, so we have all collectibles collected now. Collectibles collected, yep, that's how you say it. And we're gonna watch the video now. So, we have everything here. Let's just quickly make a final check. Here, check it out. 17 out of 17. We have the last one. Let's put that one on. I think All Darkness Vanishes. No, it was not this one. It was... Where is it? I think it was this one. Let's see. Nice little jazz song. Okay, but here, this is the more important thing. These are the videos. Okay, so guys, let's take a look at all 15 tapes so we can have closure what the story is about. Let's go.
She came back one day from a long while of rock-picking under the gnarly trees.
Let's see.
Usually the Murkle had been fond of fall and the refreshing cool of winter, but this time it had been much too long for her taste. Even the sun seemed tired, and she had all the rocks she needed, so she decided to treat herself to a long nap.
Will the next episode not start automatically? Okay, never mind. We'll just do that. Number 2. Mr. Potty, sit down. Thank you.
Many dreams of the mysterious moon and the critters living within its craters, and of the ocean and its deep secrets known only to the sea creatures and the corals, and of the twinkling stars that had so much to tell, but they were too far away to be heard. All of it intertwined in a colorful tapestry.
Okay.
And so she woke with a yawn, so big it could have devoured the sun. She had slept for just about a decade.
Okay.
Decent nap by Murkle standards. She smacked her dry lips, looking forward to what the new dawn had to offer as she left her lair and went out into the cool night. Wait a minute, she exclaimed. Night?
Night. It's not day anymore, right? Number 4.
Where was the sun? Where its warm rays should have been there was only the vast night sky, not a star on its face. Well, the Murkle mumbled softly to herself, winter was late, so now the sun must be late too. Proud over her sound logic, she went back to her lair to take a complimentary nap.
Another 6 months? Or how much? That was number 4. Okay, number 5.
The Murkle had taken a nap that had lasted 2 decades.
Okay, even longer.
Now that counts as oversleeping even by Murkle standards. She had awoken anxiously this time, feeling misplaced and confused. The confusion grew further into panic when she was greeted not by the sun's life-giving caress, but once again by the silently mocking night sky.
Well, after 2 decades, anything could have happened, right? Okay, number 6.
There was one star out that night, and it glowed a cold red. Who took the sun away? The Murkle asked it. But it was too distant, so she could not hear its reply if it had one. The Murkle had never felt so empty and alone. Lost in quiet despair, she managed to open up to the winds and followed their gentle push south down the midnight walk and to the Darklands.
He's walking the Midnight Walk too. Let's see what she does in episode 7. It's about halfway through.
Along the walk, she met the old soul fisher with whom she'd shared
We know him.
many a teacup in her days. Is that the Murkle I see? Another decade, another teacup, eh? He chuckled, but the Murkle
Yeah.
sure wasn't in the mood to discuss teacups. Who took the sun away, soul fisher? Surely it wasn't caught by your hook. After pondering for a good minute, the soul fisher answered, well, there have been whispers among the fish and corals about a loathsome, hungry Mulgrim roaming the swamps. Perhaps it knows. By the time the soul fisher looked up from under his big hat, the Murkle had already continued down the road.
It's like us. We recall we've met her slightly down the road. That's true. So number 8. Okay.
After a long while of following oversized snail-like tracks in the mud, trudging deeper and deeper into the mushroom-ridden swamps, the Murkle heard a harrowing howl. Up on a hill stood a looming figure, dark and still in the quiet of the night. Lo and behold, the Mulgrim.
Mulgrim.
She
All
thought
right.
to herself in slack-jawed awe.
He's
She
the-
greeted the creature with a quivering voice and, unable to restrain herself, asked, "Do you know who took the sun away?"
Question indeed.
Talking to monsters had never been any Murkle's forte, but this meeting proved spectacularly disastrous. Barely escaping the gnashing teeth of the Mulgrim, she managed to escape by jumping into a lake, following its stream away from the swamps. Although the Mulgrim was far behind her, she could still hear its melancholy howl. Mad with grief, she mumbled, as I will be unless I find the sun again. Tired from running, she searched for shelter and found a dark, dank cave. Cozy, even by Murkle's standards.
Did we meet her in the cave? I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think so. I mean, it was when Potboy ran off. He was sitting there, watching the stars.
Wind blew cold in the cave, its whispers strangely soothing to the Murkle. As it turned out, the whispering belonged to a pack of starving crawlers who had begun circling her, their language known only to the dark itself. What are you searching for, little limb tree? They sounded in guttural unison. These are dark days, and your kind does not belong anymore. The Murkle gathered her courage. I am looking for the sun. I know you crawlers eat fire for dinner. Did you eat it? They sniffed her lantern hungrily, and instinctively, she offered its flame to them.
Okay, so she gave away her light. Interesting. Did she have a Potboy herself? I don't think so. We're almost through the story, guys. Let's see.
The crawlers cackled like mad chickens. Keep your fire cleaning. Take it to the dark itself. Mayhaps there you shall find answers. Before the poor little Murkle could shriek, the crawlers had gone with the wind. Knowing not where to find the dark itself, everything looked pretty dark to her. The Murkle found her way back on the road, further away from home than she had ever been. The hills were looking stranger by the hour. The rocks upon them seemed to move. They were the head people, a peaceful yet grumpy sort who didn't take kindly to somebody's perusing their lands. They muttered at her as she passed them, but she couldn't make out their words. What's that, little headlings? Are you saying you know who took the sun away? But the heads only grunted and rolled away, back to the safety of their huts.
Yeah, not very talkative. They've talked a lot to us, nevertheless. But we had to help them with the Mulgrim. 12.
The road went on, and the shadows grew all around her. Was this the dark itself? Not sure whether she was alone, she asked out loud. Does anyone out here know who took the sun away? By the side of the road laid 3 peculiar faceless and person-sized dolls wrapped in muddy bandages. A stone's throw away lay some strange masks. The Murkle followed her instincts and put the masks back on. And the dolls did come to life. They began to dance a haunting dance around her, and before she knew it, she was dancing too. When it was
Nice.
all over, their masks fell off, and they went back to lifelessness. The Murkle silently thanked the dolls for the dance and went on her way, deeper into absolute darkness.
By the way, I just got the achievement for staying 10 minutes inside our home. In Homey. So that's something you can do as well. Okay, 13.
Before she knew it, the little Murkle, lost and tired, came to stand before the dark itself with a burning question clenched in her fist. She felt like punching the dark with it, screaming it out like the howling Mulgrim, laughing it out like the starving crawlers who had nothing left to eat but the hope of others. Who took the sun away?
Run away!
It then asked the Murkle. Its voice sounded like a dark forest, deep and ancient. It wasn't you, the Murkle retorted. You're its complete opposite. Surely you must be the reason it's gone. The dark then replied, I am but the absence of light, not its adversary. Light is because I am. How could I possibly hold it in my possession? The Murkle felt her anger fade. She understood little besides one thing, that the darkness was not behind the missing sun, nor her suffering.
True indeed. Okay, guys, we're almost done. Is it 13? I think so, right? $14.
Had her journey been for naught, would she ever feel the rays of the sun again, bask in their glory, pick rocks on a cloudy summer's day? The Murkle was alone in her questions, but then again she wasn't. The dark held her in a blanket of nothingness that was cold and warm at the same time. So, she sniffed, "What do I do now?" To which the dark itself replied, "You don't have to do anything."
Nope.
She took an hour's nap then and there, the blink of an eye by Murkle standards, and then she began the journey back home, which seemed much shorter now than it had before.
As it usually is, the way home is always faster, interestingly. Hey. But her journey was for naught. For nothing.
Back home on her hill, memories of the Murkle's many encounters along the way came circling back into her mind. None of her new acquaintances had been able to answer her burning question, but they hadn't been a waste of time either. She knew not if the sun would return tomorrow, in another decade, century, or never. She knew now, however, that she didn't need to know. She had the dark, and in it, anything seemed possible.
Kind of true.
So busy with her search for answers, ever since she'd left home, she'd completely forgotten to look up. The stars twinkled in the night sky, and there were so many, and they kept her good company. If only a little rock-picking Murkle could know that the seemingly tiny stars were in fact thousands upon thousands of suns.
Ooh.
The end.
And that's where we met her. And that's where we met her. Amazing, guys. So this is really a nice little story. Kind of like a similar one to ours, but not quite. Just close enough. Let's put on the Midnight Walk for the final scene, huh? Where have we got it? The Midnight Walk. Yeah. Okay, so I gotta say, what a fantastic little game. Frogs. Those are all the creatures we met. Yeah, guys. Okay, so I guess this is the end. We've seen everything. We've found everything. We've once doomed and once saved Mr. Party. And Housey is still fine, as you can see. We're enjoying his insides. But however, guys, sometimes stories just end. So this is the end of this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.